to share with you the results of the questionnaire that you just completed. Okay. Here you go. So these are the scores for each of the substance that we talked about. And you scored a 21 for alcohol, which puts you in the moderate risk for that substance. You scored in the low risk group for all the other substances. And I think it's really great that you were able to quit smoking 5 years ago. So I want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So a score in the moderate risk group means that you are at risk of health and other problems for your current pattern of substance use. So you may not be experiencing any problems now, but a score in the moderate risk group means that you are at risk for developing some health problems and other types of problems in the future. So because your risk of experiencing harm from alcohol is moderate, the kinds of things associated with your current pattern of use range from, hangovers, aggressive and violent behavior, accidents and injury, reduced sexual performance, premature aging, digestive problems, ulcers, inflammation of the pancreas, even high blood pressure. There's other problems like anxiety and depression, relationship difficulties, financial and work problems. Sometimes you may experience difficulty remembering things, solving problems, deformities and brain damage in babies of pregnant women could be,
That's not going to be a problem.
That won't be a problem because you won't be pregnant, that's true. But it does affect the libido if you're drinking alcohol. So that's something to consider.
I've been feeling anxious, that's the reason why I came to see you guys in the first place. I wasn't aware that there's a connection between drinking and actually feeling that way. I always thought it was like the other way around. Like when I have a glass of wine or like drink a couple of beers, it to me, it feels like the opposite. It feels like like the anxiety kind of disappears. So that's like, I have no idea.
Yeah, alcohol really interferes with the way the brain works, and it may change the levels of serotonin in your brain, which is what makes you feel good. And so it might have a direct relationship with your anxiety. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we go over the other concerns that might happen?
Yes.
So we have stroke, permanent brain injury, muscle and nerve damage, liver disease, pancreas disease. Some types of cancer have been associated with alcohol use. And you could even have, financial issues, work-related issues, or maybe, puts you at higher risk for a DUI or something like that.
Oh yeah, clear.
Yeah. So, whatever you do with this information is up to you. I'm just here to let you know what are some of the risks associated with your current pattern of use, and it's really up to you what you decide to do. My advice, though, would be to either cut down or stop completely. So, you were kind of surprised to hear that your score was at a moderate level.
Yeah. I mean, I don't drink more than like anybody else I know. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't feel like I'm an alcoholic. I just drink once in a while. Like there's a party or like I'm coming home, I'm having a beer, or like a glass of wine if it's like Sunday or whatnot.
Right.
But I wasn't aware that already puts me in the moderate area. So that's a bit shocking.
Yeah.
Do I get to give this?
Yes, you do. Yeah. So, tell me some of the good things about drinking alcohol.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
When you're with your friends, just kind of soups up the vibe of it, I guess. Like I said before, like it to me it feels like it takes away the feeling of like being anxious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes like I come home from work and like I still got like all that shit going in my head. You know, thinking about
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow and then like I don't know, like have a glass something. You know, and it just like goes away. I get to relax. You know, I think it's relaxing.
Yes.
That's I guess the main reason why I like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It helps you de-stress when you come home from work.
Yeah.
It's relaxing.
I like the taste too.
And you like the taste. Mm-hmm. So, can you tell me about what are some of the not so good things about alcohol use?
I mean, this is clearly a whole bunch of them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't aware. So, I mean, yeah. Sometimes if you drink too much, you have a hangover next day.
Yeah.
Sure. You know that I can see. Then, like, if you drive, you know, like sometimes, like, let's say we're up in the hills.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna take a cab.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that's a bit stressful. I don't want to get pulled over. I need my license, so I would say that's like a negative aspect. But other than that, no.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things you have experienced are the hangovers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then that concern of whether, you know, you might get pulled over if you're drinking and then driving. If you're in a remote location, you might just want to drive because it's not feasible to take a cab.
I mean, I have to get to work in the morning,
Right.
right? So if I take a cab, then it's not just one cab. That's like what, $45.
Yeah.
Then I gotta take a cab to work. Or I mean, that's so. Yeah, you drive.
Yeah. What about
Everybody does it.
Yeah. What about financially? Have you felt any impact of drinking, going out, buying alcohol?
No, it's cheap.
Not really. Okay.
I don't drink fancy wine now. You know, just. I mean, I like beer. I mean,
You like beer?
if it's wine, it doesn't have to be anything like French or like I don't know,
Right.
Greek.
Okay. So, other than the concern of getting pulled over when you're drinking and driving, do you have any other concerns?
No.
No. Okay. So, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being like not ready to change at all your pattern of use, to 10 being ready to make a difference and change the way you've been drinking or even quit, where would you say you're at?
Well, see, like, what I didn't know is that, like, the reason why I came to see you guys, that might be connected to the alcohol. Like, I didn't know that before I walked in here.
Right.
So, I don't know. I guess I have to reconsider and, like, look at it again. If it's really connected, I don't know, like, you say, like, from 0 to 10?
From
like
a scale of 0 to 10,
Yeah.
0 not wanting to make any changes to 10 being ready to make a significant change, where would you say you're at today?
5, maybe.
At a 5, really? Okay.
I mean, if it's really connected, I mean, I want to get rid of. I don't like the way I feel. You know, sometimes, and I thought that actually drink or like alcohol so far did help me.
Right.
So, but if that's causing the problem, then of course, like I gotta reconsider somehow. So I'd say a 5. Look, I just gotta think about it. Let it sink in a bit.
So being at a 5 versus a 2 or a 3, why would you say you're at a 5?
I just gotta think about it a bit
Yeah.
more.
But it sounds like you're ready to figure out what's causing this anxiety in you, and you're willing to do some research, and you're open to some suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd like to send you home with some more information. Maybe you can read some more about the effects of alcohol in the brain and your overall well-being. And if you're interested, I can also refer you to some counseling or support groups later.
Let me think about that too. Okay.
Yes, yes. Why don't you do your homework first, read up, and let me know what you think, and I'm happy to do some referrals.
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay, Tyron.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All that. Okay.